Thank you very much. Jeez. I haven't been in front of this many people since I got up and told some mother-in-law jokes at my wife's 40th. Didn't go down too well, she only died the week before. No, this is big. Jeez. So, I must admit, I am feeling a little bit nervous this afternoon. Right? And what they said I should do, right, if I get too nervous, they said I should imagine, right, that everybody in the audience is naked. Well, it's not working. with the exception of a couple of girls on the front. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. How the hell is a room full of naked people staring at me supposed to make me feel less nervous? Mind you, my daughter didn't help out much, right? She said, Dad, if you get too nervous and you forget what to say, just think of something funny. But when I asked if I could be part of this show, right, they said, okay, they said, but it might cost you a little bit. You can have about 10 minutes, and you might have to go first. I thought, shit, that reminds me of the first time I met my wife. I said, well, that sounds okay. I said, but the thing is, do I really have to go first? I said, because it's all going to be all over too quick. My wife said, shit, that reminds me of the first time I met you. But it's great to see so many people turn out this afternoon, and apparently there's even a few people all the way down from Elizabeth to see the show this afternoon. so when I finish, when I get off the stage, we'll all have a 5-minute break so we can pop up and see if our cars are still here. See, I live in the southern suburbs, right? I went for a drive the other week, ended up in Elizabeth, never been there before, stopped off in Elizabeth's shopping centre. We only stopped off for a coffee. Right? This girl served us. She was absolutely stunning. She was gorgeous. She was like Elle Macpherson. So she opened her mouth, all of a sudden she was Catherine King. I could tell she was classy. She was actually wearing shoes. My wife got $3 on the scratch card. I said, for God's sake, keep that quiet. I want to get out of this place alone. But that's not really fair, though, because it's just as bad down south. I've got this mate in the army, right? He's just got back from Afghanistan. He said to me, you will never experience what it's like to see active service. I said, yes, I will. I said, I already have. I said, once I went to the colonies on my own. But I was driving in this afternoon to the theatre, right? And I was drinking a can of Coke in the car, and I managed to spill some Coke on my lap. I got this wet, sticky feeling between my legs. It's not a sensation I get to feel very often. I just decided to enjoy it while I can. And I told her, right, she just rang me up, right, just before I got onto the stage. She's really upset. When I get home tonight, I've got to belly the cat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I just need to cheer myself up. But at least my luck is starting to change. Right, only last week I got this really nice email off this really nice guy that I've never even met before, offering to give me a share of his $20 million Nigerian bank account. I never get any bloody emails, right? What I do is it's either Nigerian phishing scams, or people trying to sell me Viagra, or penis enlargement kits. I'm starting to get a bit of a complex. Mind you, I did think about it for a while. You know when you go into public toilets and all the urinals are at different levels? See, I have to pick the highest one off the ground, and I still manage to cause a splash. But I do use 2 hands just to make it look good. But the sad thing is, I still manage to get my fingers wet. But I did take Viagra once. I thought it might just make life just a little bit easier. I don't like to brag, but I was stuck in the toilet for 2 hours because I couldn't turn around. Oh, God. I did have some hassle. This week I did have a little bit of hassle. My car had to go in for a service. I had to borrow my wife's car. No, my wife, right? She's a little bit of a hippie, but she's a bit alternative. She's got one of those dream catcher things dangling from the rear view mirror. I pulled up at these traffic lights. This thing started swinging back and forth, back and forth. I nearly hypnotised myself with my own dream catcher. But I thought, oh shit, I could use this. Why don't I take it home? I could try and hypnotise my wife. So I took it in. I said to my wife, I said, you're feeling sleepy. Now, take off all your clothes and show me what a real woman can do. No, the bloody thing worked, right? Straight away, she took off all her clothes, stuck them in the washing machine and started doing the hoovering. But I am a little bit worried about my wife. I think she's fallen for the guy that does the American voice on my in-car sat-nav. She won't turn him off. I try to have words with him about it, but he just keeps telling me where to go. But I'm not even supposed to be here this afternoon. I got all my days mixed up. I was supposed to be working. I had to call in sick. No, I was sat at home in the middle of the day in front of the telly watching the Oprah Winfrey show. I mean, let's face it, how sick is that? See, I work in a hospital, right? I'm a registered nurse. I don't normally tell too many people because it's bad enough trying to explain the fact that you're a male nurse. When you're a 50-year-old male nurse, no matter what kind of slant you put on it, it still sounds gay. And I'm homophobic enough as it is. Every time I order a coffee, I have to ask for a flat white. Because with my accent, if I try to order a latte, again, it just sounds gay. but believe it or not, I do actually love my job, right? It's just that it's probably the worst job in the world that I could be doing, because I'm sure I'm a hypochondriac. Every time I get a patient in with something different, I start to develop the symptoms. I helped out on the labour and delivery ward a few months ago. After 2 weeks I wouldn't go to the toilet because I was afraid to push. But I tell you what, there's nothing wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with being 50, right? Well, nothing that half a dozen Prozac and a whole heap of denial can't fix. But I treated myself this year, right? I went back to Cardiff, back to Wales to celebrate my 50th birthday with my family. And I went to see my mother, right? This is a true story. This is really cute. I went to see my mum. She told me she had syphilis. No, apparently she told half the street she had syphilis. Turns out the doctor told her she got psoriasis. but while I was there, right, I did manage to message my daughters back here in Australia, right? They got one of those posh new talking phones. You know those phones where you can leave a text message and this voice reads back the message the other end? Right? So I typed in, "Hi Hannah, hi Laura, having a fantastic time. We just stopped off in Llanfair Pwllgwyn, Gillgogel, Drop Llandysidi, Go. 10,000 miles away, this little electronic voice with this really strong Australian accent said, "Oh, fuck it, bring it down." I tell you what, my wife can be a pain in the neck. Like she rang me in work the other night. She said, "Brian," she said, "you're going to have to come home." She said, "I'm scared stiff." She said, "The power's gone down in the house." She said, "It's so dark, I can't even see where I am." I said, "Look, kid, don't panic, right? Just stand still, stare into the shadows, and see if you recognise any furniture." She said, "I don't recognise a thing." I said, "You're in the kitchen." No, we do try and keep my wife out of the kitchen if we can. My kids are teenagers. The last time my wife prepared them a decent meal, they were breastfeeding. My wife uses the smoke detector as a cooking timer. They say you are what you eat, but I'm 60% charcoal. When I die, if they try to cremate me, I'll be burning for a week. But see, in my house, I got my wife, I got 2 kids, 2 dogs, a cat, and about 20 tropical fish, and they're all bloody female. You wouldn't want to walk into my house and not tell their life. See, if I had my way, I'd get rid of all the nasties of animals, starting with the 2 kids. Till I tell you, right, those kids, right, they're so much like their mother, sometimes I actually wonder if they're really mine. Perhaps it's because they're both black. Now, we brought the 2 girls up as Muslims, right? Not for any religious reason, it's just, they're so ugly, we thought it best to cover them up. I was going to take them all on a family holiday this year, but, well, just the idea of my wife in a bikini was enough to make Greenpeace nervous. But I tell you what's really scary, though, right, when you get to that point, right, in your married life, when you've been married for so long, your wife starts to sound like your mother. But on the upside, at least the sex life starts to get interesting again, because all of a sudden it starts